Reperbahn here, founder of MrOutsource.com and author of the #1 best-selling book called Never Work Again. So if you want to learn how to live the freedom lifestyle, travel the world, and experience cities like Hamburg. So I'm in Hamburg today, and along the Hamburg lake you can walk on the beach, and you can also get city bikes. City bikes seem to be the big thing at the moment. Get city bikes and cycle around. It's a bit complicated to get them. You actually have to register online or in the app, and then you have to call them to confirm that you are a real person. It seems a little bit too much work for me. But if you want to cycle, that's what you have to do. So the Hamburg port is one of the biggest ports in Europe. It's the second largest. And on this side, you see it goes out into the big ocean. So one of the big famous things in Hamburg is, of course, the Reperbahn. And I will be going to the Reperbahn. This is basically the red light district later on tonight. Check it out and see what's going on there. I can also recommend a boat cruise, which we're also going to be doing. So let's go check out Hamburg. So here we are on the boat in Hamburg. There we have the Hamburg skyline. We cycled along there, and you can go to the top of that building. There's a nice rooftop bar, and to the left of it you have the famous red light district called the Reperbahn. These houses here were, and still are, I believe, occupied. They don't want to leave, and that's where the old city is in the heart. We've been seeing a lot of big boats, a lot of container ships. Kind of what Hamburg's famous for being, like a shipping city. And I think now we're going to go to the old Stadt, and then later on we're going down to check out the Reperbahn. So here we are in the Stadt, which is quite famous. There's basically lots of these blocks next to the canal. About cycling here, it's a lot of uncomfortable surfaces in the old city. This is where we took the boat earlier. And German drivers seem to be quite, well, not unfriendly, but not so used to cyclists, and if you don't do anything right according to their rules, they're a little bit aggressive. So cycle, but try to follow the German rules. So we're just heading up to the Altstadt now, the Rathaus. We didn't follow Google's trail, we kind of made our own way. And in the city there's all these bridges, all these steel beam bridges that you'll see coming up on my right hand side here. These here. One of these. And then there's lots of canals like this. So let's go check out the Rathaus. There we are in Hamburg downtown. This is the Rathaus. Quite a big Rathaus, probably quite a wealthy place back in the day. And also good shopping in Hamburg. All the big chains are here, all the good stores. A wealthy city, always has been. And yeah, it's quite like a normal, wealthy German city. So one of the things to do here in Hamburg is to come down to the River Elbe and go to the atlanticfish.de and enjoy one of these famous for fish food even, fish food. And you can always use the city bikes. So the street here is called Große Elbstraße, and there's lots of different places to go for fish. On the right hand side here you have all the restaurants, and on the left hand side you have all the sort of fish creation manufacturing places with the trucks and everything. So it's a bit like in Tokyo you have the fish market there, and in Hamburg you have Elbstraße with all the fish things going on. And inside this building here there's a market. You can buy fish, fresh fish off the boat from the North Sea. So definitely a good experience. They do put a lot of butter on the fish and also batter on it. So, but definitely a nice meal. Not too expensive. I don't know what we paid, but I don't think it was. So this is the famous Reperbahn right here, and as you can see in the background here, we have some interesting photos. But basically, think about it in a business sense. A lot of people say that, you know, our primary driving force is basically to reproduce. So that's why we have the need to drive a fancy car and to wear certain things and be seen in a certain way, so we get a good partner, so we can have good kids, so our genes pass on in the best possible way. Well, Reperbahn is definitely a place for those kinds of things. This world famous red light district. This is the main street here. And the reason why there's so much police behind here is because there's actually being a G20 protest, and we've been seeing sort of G20 go home t-shirts all over the city. And there's lots of clubs here. There's anything from dodgy strip clubs to more classy strip clubs. If you want to bring your girlfriend, fiance, wife to want to experience the Reperbahn, then there are options for that. I can recommend the Susie one, which is been there for 40 years and it's more like a classy establishment. But they also have a lot of crazy. They also have a lot of crazy places here. It's another sex store, lots of sex stores. And this building's pretty cool behind here with all the lights. So we're actually heading to a place called Condomery, which has like all sorts of types of condoms that you can think about. It's definitely worth checking out. It's quite early here. It's only 9:30, so I think this place will liven up a lot in a while. So here we have the Susie's Show Bar. Quite a nice place, and then it's a strip bar. There we have the protesters happening. With all the different clubs, people trying to get them in.
MrOutsource.com. Outsourcing to the Philippines done for you. Mr. Outsource is a recruitment company.